G'day, this is Captain Noob, and this is a Furious handmade rifle. I am so glad that I've finally got a decent handmade rifle to show off on my channel, and it's Furious, which makes a lot of sense if you look at Splatter Cannon back in the Nuka World DLC. Very nice. Anyway, so we've got this one set up to automatic. It's going to be used with the Commando Perks, which we haven't applied yet. Base damage sitting at 50, which is pretty decent for a weapon like this. So let's go ahead and boost our perks a little bit. So we'll just go for 3 lots of basic commando, 2 lots of the expert commando, and we'll follow it up with 2 lots of master commando. Spec pretty aggressively into that, although we've got some riflemen to use later because I want to check this thing out with the the hardened receiver too, which is semi-automatic. Let's get into the attachments. Okay, first off, we've just got a powerful auto receiver that'll give us the best damage per bullet for an automatic receiver, and you'll find that the fire rate on most ballistic weapons like this is 75, which is kind of where it needs to be. If it's any quicker, you'll miss all your shots in VATS because it's glitched like that. If you start off and get firing in VATS right away, you'll find that your bullets won't hit, and if it was any slower, you'd just be losing out on DPS because it's not firing fast enough. So 75 is kind of the happy medium for that. Going over to the barrels, we've just got a true long barrel that'll help our hipfire accuracy out, as well as retaining some of that range because we lose a little bit with the suppressor. Now, you might be wondering why I haven't got a proper stock on this. This is an aligned grip, which actually does help out with recoil for some reason. Also, it helps out with hipfire accuracy, so using that along with ground pounder is actually a good idea to keep this thing going. I think I need to apply that perk. Stinging magazine will give us a decent ammo capacity as well as a little bit of armor penetration with it, which is always useful. A reflex sight helps out with that and makes aiming a little bit easier in real time, and a suppressor is there to keep us nice and hidden and work with all of my Stealth Commando perks. My apparel gear is as follows: chameleon limbs and summer shorts, which I paid for. I just bought it with like 300 atoms, but stand fast, that's my chest piece. Alright, so I've just replaced one of the commando cards with a second rank of ground pounder, which will give us more hipfire accuracy and a better reload, which is good. I'll just go over the perks that are useful. Bandolier will help us keep the ammo of the weight down because automatics chew up a lot of ammo. You'll find it weighing you down if you want to carry heaps, so getting that perk is pretty much essential. This will help out with AP regen. This one will also do that, as well as take a little bit less damage. Gunsmith will keep our weapon around for longer because using an automatic weapon, it's firing a lot more and it'll degrade faster. Adrenaline is for when we speed kill things, and hopefully we'll get into a good crowd control situation where I can really show that off because that is an excellent perk for just stacking kills really quickly. Escape Artist means we go into caution at will. 2 sneak, don't need the third rank in sneak because we can go into caution at will, as I mentioned here. Born Survivor is just a little bit of an insurance policy to make sure we don't die. Mr. Sandman will give us more sneak attack crit damage with a suppressor, that's why we have the suppressor. Covert Operative gives us range sneak attack crit multiplier, so that's 3.5 between those, which is okay, and a little bit of action point regen here. And this will help us out with VATS. You basically know what they do by just reading what they do on the top. Okay, I think that's enough of that. Let's get to shooting. Okay, let's see if we can't kick things off with a little bit of crazy crowd control happening. Well, there's a Wendigo and many other things. Alright. Okay, we're in for a big friggin' spawning. Yep, they're in here. Let's get started, shall we? So, you might be wondering why I'm just running in here like this, like an idiot. Well, that is just so I can lure them out, and if I'm lucky, I'll go back to caution just by crouching, and like that, I can just stealth commando everyone who walks through that door. See, that choke point there is very easy to hold, so if you can just keep them at bay there, you can do pretty well. If I decide to open up on these guys in VATS, sure, it'll take up a lot of my AP, but I could kill them even faster. So right now we've got adrenaline in full swing. I didn't mean to do that. Also, we're in danger now. I got flanked. I got clever girled by a bunch of brain dead zombies. Also, it really annoys me that they can just stagger you backwards after being like hitting you in the back, would just stagger you in the back, but whatever. There's the boss Wendigo. We'll kill him. But yeah, you don't really need explosive weapons to throw yourself into the fray and come out generally unscathed. I took a few swipes there, but for the most part I'm feeling alright, I suppose. Look at that health bar, a little bit of radiation, but Nothing a bit of right away couldn't cure. See, the ghouls are still fixated on where they think I am, so they're going to run outside and do other stupid shit. Usually you'd have a legendary or two spawn here, but I didn't actually see anything. I'll rummage through. Oh, there's one. Yeah, some of them don't actually have the name legendary, but they'll just be legendaries. Also, this room must smell fucking terrible right now, but there you go. A little bit of crowd control to get started. Cryptids in this game are just... They're embarrassingly weak. Yeah, like, why? Let's quickly kill Swan, then we can probably just swap over to a semi-auto variant and we'll see how we go with that. Yay, we did it. Okay, so here's our Furious Handmade gun right now. All it's got different about it is just a hardened receiver and a medium scope, so we can use this thing for more of a sniping role. Let's see how we go against Swan here. We'll just pop a crit whenever we feel like it, and yeah, definitely not killing him as fast as we would with an automatic, and that's for sure. Still, we killed him without any hits nonetheless. I think we used more bullets than we did with the automatic one, but we did miss a few shots there, but still fairly effective, I suppose. Okay, so we're going to do this bot stop event. It's something that makes high-level super mutants show up, so hopefully that'll be a good idea to demonstrate how this weapon goes against high-level super mutants as compared to being swarmed with ghouls before with the other receiver attached to this. So what'll happen is we'll get 5 minutes or something to defend these guys, and the game will periodically throw mobs at us to shoot, and then we just got to make sure that these robots stay alive through all of that. They generally spawn just below this cliff and make their way up. Looks like we're dealing with Scorched. Using this thing as a sniper, we'll be able to take out our targets with decent accuracy. I feel like the medium scopes in this game are what the short scopes were in Fallout 4, because the short scopes basically don't zoom in at all. So the medium scopes is what I go with. Also, for some reason, the bad guys here will spawn as friendly to you for some reason. I don't know why, but it happens. Ah, there's a Scorched beast. Let's spice this up a little bit, shall we? Yes, oh, okay, that actually was supposed to happen, since he was sort of, yeah, he's actually part of this event. Well, that's good to know. He's definitely hostile to me now, and he's sort of aggroed by the bots that are there, so my sneak attack crit powers aren't exactly working here, which is a little bit unfortunate. Just quickly clear out the rest of these guys just to get a little bit of adrenaline before we take on the Scorched beast. Having a medium scope like this is a huge drain on AP. Don't worry about the bots, by the way, they're super tanky. So using this thing sparingly in VATS is a good way just to keep your AP up. Although the way Scorched Beast attacks with their explosive vision distorting projectiles, it makes them very hard to hit if you're in VATS. Or not in VATS, sorry, and yeah. So I am suffering a little bit in DPS here. If I had an automatic receiver right now, I'd be cleaning up people, but it's a little bit harder when you've got a semi-auto one built more for slow shooting. So the Scorched Beast is buggered off somewhere. I don't know where he went. Was that him landing? Oh, there's one. Don't forget about that one. That one's friendly for some reason. I really don't know why they spawned that friendly, but only 40 seconds left on the clock. Whatever happened to that Scorched Beast, it's not around anymore, which is a shame because I really wanted to kill one with this receiver just to see how we go. I'm planning to kill some Scorched Beasts with the automatic receiver just to show you how good it can be against those types of enemies, because believe me, it's really, really good. Keep popping the stim pack button. I've got it set to the console command button, and I keep trying to hit tab just to check my Pip-Boy, but I keep injecting myself with stim packs. 2 seconds left. We should be right to go.
Reprogramming complete.
And there we go. They'll just start patrolling around. Don't really follow them.
They did quite the number on this place.
Additional hostiles detected.
Alright, a couple more to go apparently. Maybe the Scorched Beast will come back. Ooh, it's a legendary conqueror. Better drop something good, Buck, or I'm gonna go to hell and kill you again. He dropped a short western revolver. No legendary weapons to speak of. Oh wait, it was an assassin's buzz blade, Mr. Handy thing. I don't know. Is that good? I've got no idea. Alrighty, time for a good old Scorched Beast fight with a handmade rifle that isn't full auto, so yeah, this is gonna take a little bit longer, I think. But at least I can hit him at range a little bit easier, I suppose, if he's not fucking bouncing around like that. This is very odd behavior. I think I'm gonna do some psycho buff. Yes, it'll just get our damage up a little bit more. It is nice getting those good initial hits on him in VATS because the scrapes will give you a little bit more VATS accuracy. Now I'm gonna get toasted by his acid. Let's not stand in that. Alright, still in caution. We're still good. He's generally on the mark with his laser beam attacks though, because I guess he sees via echolocation instead of seeing because he's a bat and therefore doesn't really use his eyes, I suppose. I think that's how it works. Almost done with him, and this is why I use VATS, because they get to a point where their projectiles overlap them and it's not great. I think I'm in danger now. Yes, I am. You fuck off. I hate it when those bastards get up in your grill when you're trying to take out old mate. Also, you dropped the Gatling laser. Thank you for that. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to call it here, but I do actually have a bunch of clips of me destroying some Scorched Beast with the automatic one. This one better give me a prime receiver of some description. Fucking wrecked. Level 65 one. Someone's hitting him with a stinger apparently. It's a very poor decision, Scorched Beast. So this guy decides to run up to a Scorched Beast and attack it with a minigun. Utter genius. I've got ya, don't worry. Just make sure he's not aggroed by crouching and sneaking. Yeah, see? Wasn't so bad, was it? Hey, for some reason he heals you if he hits you with his melee. If he punches you in the face, it immediately heals. Has anyone ever noticed this? Also, this is the first time I've actually witnessed his attacks, because I've already... other times I've encountered him, I've just killed him too quickly. See? Full health! I think the Flatwoods monster is broken. Also, he looks like an alien. Okay, enough of this bullshit. There we go. Hey, there's like a billion Scorched Beasts around. I'm gonna pop one of these bad boys and we'll see how we do against these Sierra Bravos, as the Brotherhood calls them. One down. Another one down. Yeah, you dropped a handmade rifle. What's it got on it? Refined. It's got a suppressor. Some of that stuff is actually alright. I've actually got the same grip, barrel, and muzzle. Cool. And out of the depths of hell, we have a level 80 Scorched Beast. Almost got him on that first little run there. Don't need bats on him. We'll just kill him like that. Easily done. Righto, so I think that is about it for the handmade rifle of the Furious variety. If you'd like to see this in your game, get it through a random legendary drop. That's how I got it. If I remember, I got this down at Watoga. So yeah, high tier drops from high tier robots down there. Not a guaranteed thing, but it could be a place to start looking if you're lost. Thank you very much for watching, guys.